soul survivor. You better hang out your window on this one, man. Let everybody know Yellow Wolf's coming, B. Don't wake up in the morning thinking that I gotta pull a rabbit out my hat and do a trick or two. Why? Cause drinking ain't a part of the remedy. I to independently with it in the city state of mind. Stupid is sticking my shoe, scraping the way back, tripping over white boy bread traps. They invented for criminals, grinning with their mean balls. Give them a hammer with no fucking chin strap. And let the powers that be leave heads ringing, singing the wolf song, bringing my own home. To sweep the CDs, to sleep with heat, that creeps to your sheets and leaves you in tune. The beast we speak, deleting the beat, the Greek is knee deep, these seas got no room. So move your feet and swing your elbows to stay or upload. I knew it's new, yeah. Hang out your window, man, one time. Ride down the highway, 20 East to be exact. Come down my way, where the lime green Lexus at. Post on a Friday, in the dogwood cabin with a chunk of the stacked up honeydew. Sip on the moonshine, must be dying. Ride down the highway, 20 East to be exact. Come down my way, where the lime green Lexus at. Post on a Friday, in the dogwood cabin with a chunk of the stacked up honeydew. Sip on the moonshine, must be dying. You better get up and have a cup of hot joe before the people arise and put a block on the view. Cause I throw a blanket over a baby's head to keep the competition from capitalizing on truth. Still with a stick in my shoe, straight from the way back, tripping over white boy bread traps. They invented for sending criminals, throwing a mean slug, take their helmet off, give them a bitch slap. Then devour their dreams, my soul has meaning, singing the wolf song, clinging to raw proof. Too deep for these geeks to reach, I leave creek, eternally burning phoenix birds and mushrooms. We seek the peace of what's beneath the feet, not what's on the streets or on the moon. So shuffle the leaves beneath your cold toes and watch your uproll. Do you know what to do? Yeah, I told you, man. Hang out the window. Ride down the highway, 20 East to be exact. Come down my way, where the lime green Lexus at. Post on a Friday, in the dogwood cabin with a chunk of the stacked up honeydew. Sip on the moonshine, must be dying. Ride down the highway, 20 East to be exact. Come down my way, where the lime green Lexus at. Post on a Friday, in the dogwood cabin with a chunk of the stacked up honeydew. Sip on the moonshine, must be dying. We, son and daughter, started with products. Put your money away and prepare for the heat. Call it what you call it, but the boat they haul it on probably carry you and me. Still with a stick in my shoe, straight from the way back, tripping over white boy rap traps. For my significant sentence is intentionally aimed at your brain, flashing your chin strap. Listen close for the subliminal error when I sing a wolf tune, speaking my raw roots. I read my speech beneath the weak tree to leeches, release the blood it consume. I need the beast, but beast need me to breathe, so I give producers long room. So spread your wings and leave for your soul. The sun will roll with weird or without you. Come on, roll your fucking window down. Tell the world, ride down the highway, 20 East to be exact. Come down my way, where the lime green Lexus at. Post on a Friday, in the dogwood cabin with a chunk of the stacked up honeydew. Sip on the moonshine, must be dying. Ride down the highway, 20 East to be exact. Come down my way, where the lime green Lexus at. Post on a Friday, in the dogwood cabin with a chunk of the stacked up honeydew. Sip on the moonshine, must be dying. Yeah, it's the men with no bones. Ride down the highway, 2000 and we hang out your window. Tell the world, Yellow Wolf, Ben Hameen. Time is now. Brainiacs, Cherokee.
What's up, guys? Show starts in 4 minutes. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up because YouTube really cares, even if your boy is not. Happy Monday.
Soon in the morning, when I wake up, I hit my knees and tell the Lord that I'm happy to be breathing. Cause I got lungs to steal. How you feel at midday? Soon in the evening, walking in the streets, I hit my knees and I tell the Lord I'm happy to be breathing. Buddy, I'm real, no matter how you feel, that's fine, I got soul in the nighttime. Sometimes I lay lines about hoes because I know hoes. I've been froze with cold minds and big behinds, but I refrain, that's old Wayne. I've been chose not to pose or act or throw my jersey back and rap with baggy hats like you fags with new rags. Who the fuck is you fooling? Am I a hypocrite because I want some
Joey, I just emailed you back, brother.
An element on spokes with the heavy knock. I dropped this beat. It took a while to realize who I could be. Cheap yellow wolf, keep it moving to the truth. Tell the youth we got the purifying sound. The whole globe sold up, Southside throw it up. This ain't no trend, my friend, fuck your pimp cook. Spill it out with this 808 kick while I chill with my chalice. Hypnotic on your suede and you need another outfit. I got that Walmart brand, I stand so breathing. Speak for the heathens. Mama said you dirty boys got the world grieving. But we ain't responsible for guns, we just bleeding. Every bullet passing me by, whether it be words, bats, or wives cheating. Standing in the storm and yawning because I got soul in the morning. When I wake up, I hit my knees and tell the Lord that I'm happy to be breathing. Cause I got lungs to still, like how you feel at midday. Soul in the evening. Walking in the streets, I hit my knees and I tell the Lord I'm happy to be breathing. Buddy, I'm real, no matter how you feel, that's fine. I got soul in the nighttime.
The right time, the right rhymes that I find embedded in my head again. I give back to the earth. And when I'm gone, each track and every verse will live on eternally. Been turning page after page, searching for words to convey the message and keep blessing it every day. Won't let it just slip away. I know the mind is a miracle and I feel I got plenty of shit to say, but I don't live up on no pedestal. My head is still down to earth. You ain't gotta believe anything I'm telling you. Let it be known. I'm prone to light up a song, write up a poem, right or wrong, provide you a tone to last your life long. At last the mic's on and a cool, calm presence surrounds my life form. And I've sworn in my life never to sacrifice what I believe in. I was taught to tackle life head first and network, collect my efforts, get ready to sweat, work harder than ever. See the art you envision, it starts with decisions and embark on a mission and never lose hope. And if you get hurt, just put your soul on your sweatshirt, put your best foot first. Remember that the worst is behind you. In time you find you a rhythm in life. When you hear it, you can tell it's true soul.
Soul in the morning. When I wake up, I hit my knees and tell the Lord that I'm happy to be breathing. Cause I got lungs to still, like how you feel at midday. Soul in the evening. Walking in the streets, I hit my knees and I tell the Lord I'm happy to be breathing. Buddy, I'm real, no matter how you feel, that's fine. I got soul in the nighttime. This day, this time, I ain't fucking up, I ain't leaving my kid behind. I ain't tough enough for the devil without the shine from the son of the one who provide, who died, who cried as a man on this land just to stand in the eyes of the God who created my hand, so that he could understand how we feel when the seal of the truth got broke. All the hope was lost, but he tossed me a key, a Cherokee merrily doing my deeds every day like needles of an evergreen. I'm stationary, I'll be there when the drive and my body drops, but I will fly on through dirt and the pine cones, the seed in the mud, the history of my soul shown with the almighty redwood oak. Give it air to my folks in the boat, they can float in with soul in the morning. When I wake up, I hit my knees and tell the Lord that I'm happy to be breathing. Cause I got lungs to still, like how you feel at midday. Soul in the evening. Walking in the streets, I hit my knees and I tell the Lord I'm happy to be breathing. Buddy, I'm real, no matter how you feel, that's fine. I got soul in the nighttime.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me please. This whole world's confusing me. Clouds as mean as you ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows your tune. Then a little voice inside you whispers, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, I hear the home
Hello, everybody. How are you doing this morning? Welcome to the Midday Show. Happy Monday. I'm glad to see everybody made it alive through the weekend. Well, I'm sure there's some people on the earth that had died over the weekend, but hopefully none of you did. Every day above ground is a good day as far as I'm concerned. But you know what else is great? 6 days. 6 days until a football game. I think we got a football game on Saturday. Now, it might not be a very good one, but hey, I mean, can you complain? I'm not going to complain about it. Anyway, welcome everybody to the Midday Show. Of course, if you're new here, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button because I do these college football videos and live streams year round. That's right. 12 months a year. Here's my show schedule. I'll run it down for you real quick. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. That's this show, the Midday Show. Monday at 10 p.m. That's tonight, the Lunch Buddy Show. With me and your boy, Uncle Lou, over on Uncle Lou's main YouTube channel. If you don't know who that is, just type in Uncle Lou. And believe me, it'll pop right up. Tuesday at 7 p.m., the ACC show with me and C-Dog and a panel of, I was about to say experts, a panel of ACC people. I don't know if you can consider us experts. Well, I don't consider myself an expert, but maybe some of those other guys are. I don't know. Wednesday and Friday at 10 p.m. of the all-famous, most underrated college football call-in show on all of YouTube. Oh, by the way, this Friday, it's going to be a busy day for your boy because I'll be doing 3 shows that day. I'll be doing the Midday Show. I'll be doing the call-in show that night. And in between that, I got a special show planned. Well, actually, I didn't plan it, so I'm not taking credit for it. But it just so happens it's going to be broadcast on this YouTube channel with some other people. So 3 shows on Friday. Yeah. It's going to be a long day for me. And then Saturday, of course, we got games coming up starting this week. I'll have to look at the Saturday's game schedule and see if I'm going to... I might stream a game on Saturday. I'm definitely streaming. What day is it? A week from today. No, that's not a week from today. Is it 2 weeks from today? When does Clemson play? That's 2 weeks from today. Yeah. Today's the 22nd, right? Yeah, 22nd. They play on the 5th on Monday night in Atlanta. That's right. That's right. Man, hey, guys, what's going on with Lynn J. Dixon? Does anybody know the story behind this? Because I couldn't find anything on it unless I'm just looking in the wrong place, which is completely and totally possible. What's going on with Lynn J? This is his 3rd team that he's left or been kicked off of in the past, 9 months, 10 months? When did he transfer from Clemson? Right after the season, right? Or maybe it was during the season. I don't even know. Anyway, it's been less than a year. And so he transferred from Clemson to West Virginia. And the reason listen, Lynn J, as far as I know, never got in trouble at Clemson. I don't know what kind of teammate he was. When he did play, he played good. I feel like he was a little bit, had a rocky start when C.J. Spiller took over the running back coach job because Lynn J had been waiting his turn behind Travis Etienne for a couple of years. And then when Etienne leaves, in comes Shipley. And then, of course, we got Pace and Maffa. Maffa comes in with Shipley. And Lynn J's kind of buried on the depth chart. He was like 3rd on the depth chart behind probably Shipley and Pace. I don't even know about Maffa. And anyway, so I thought that's just the reason he left is because, he's like, screw this. I'm not going to start here. I'm going into my 4th year here. And so he went to West Virginia. That didn't last long. Transferred from West Virginia. Transferred to Tennessee a couple of days ago. All I saw was, I don't know if it was during a scrimmage or during practice, some sort of on the field incident, which is weird. It wasn't an off the field incident. And Lynn J is gone. What's going on with this thing here? Lynn J's gone. So I don't know if he quit or got kicked off or anything. Yeah. On the field incident. What does that mean? Maybe, I don't know, maybe he got pissed off at a coach and cussed the coach out, or maybe he got in a fight with somebody and punched a player. I don't know what he did. But it's unfortunate, you know, because the guy is talented. If he could just, and you know what's funny? Well, not funny, but interesting, is that I follow a lot of these Clemson players and former Clemson players on Twitter, obviously. And you guys know who Darian Rencher is, right? He's he was the running back at Clemson. I mean, he was 4th or 5th string. He was a walk-on guy originally. The Disney Award winner guy. Everyone loved Darian Rencher, okay? Anyway, he tweeted out yesterday, right after the news came out about Lynn J. Dixon leaving the Vols. He said, some people just can't get out of their own way, man. And you know who he was talking about, because Lynn J. was his former teammate. So it's for him to tweet that out, I have a feeling that this is kind of par for the course for Lynn J. You know what I'm saying? Sounds like he might have a little bit of an attitude problem. I never noticed it at Clemson. Maybe it was there and it just, you know, it was swept under the rug and kept a secret. I really don't know. I never remember him being suspended or anything. And Dabo don't play when it comes to that. Dabo will suspend you in a heartbeat, bro. He don't play. Anyway. Pigskin Pete and Uncle Lou dominated T-shirts and V-necks. I dominated the V-neck game a long time ago. Uncle Lou can have the T-shirt game. Yep. Let's see, using the chat here real quick. Anybody watch the Game of Thrones thing last night? The House of Dragons, episode 1? The prequel to Game of Thrones? It's on HBO Max if you haven't. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's just a setup to the story, but I thought it was pretty good. I gotta admit, I was a Johnny-come-lately to the original Game of Thrones. I didn't start watching the original one until it was like season 4. Because everybody was, going on and on about how great it was. And I was like, you know what? Because originally when it first came out, I think I watched like the first couple of episodes, like episode 1 and 2 from season 1. And I was like, you know what? I'm not 12. I'm not into dragons and fantasy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I'm just not. So I just stopped watching it. And then after like 3 years went by, everyone was talking about it was the greatest show in the history of the world. I was like, you know what? I'll give it another chance. All right. So I actually got into it. I mean, it ended up being a great show. So we'll see how this one turns out. It looks like it's going to be pretty good. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I don't want to give you any spoilers alert. Yeah, see, Cole, I'm not going to say anything. But there is a lot of references to the original Game of Thrones, and this, I like when they do prequels to stuff instead of sequels. But it gives you an insight to what the original show is about, and anyway. All I will say about it is it takes place. I want to say it's supposed to be 178 years before the original Game of Thrones. So it's like, I think they said in the year 100 is when it starts. Ain't got no interest in it. Slim ain't got no interest in anything, bro. He's like, oh yeah, did you watch Stranger Things? Got no interest in it. Game of Thrones? Got no interest in it. House of Dragons? Got no interest in it. What do you have interest in? Ugh. All right, let's see who's in the chat here real quick. Kevron Harris is here. Matt Dummett, Ultra Magadog, says, bro. Joey Foster, Nick DTV says, I told y'all it's a Lynn J. Dixon problem and not a WVU problem. Well, I never thought it was a WVU problem to begin with. I mean, transferring 3 times in 8 months or 9 months is, that's got to be a record. Has anybody else done that? Huffer Billy Paw says, yo, yo, yo. Volusia Orange is here. Nate the Great. Slim Shady Canes. Gold and Blue Dude. I can't believe the players actually agreed to do that shit where they all smoking weed at the same time. I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, he's talking about the South Carolina Full House video. Yeah, what's up, Battle Angel? He says, good midday to everyone and happy Monday. Yes, to you too. The real TB. Sea-Dog. Sea-Dog is an expert. I'll give him that. And probably so is Jordan Bowman. The rest of us are just idiots. But whatever. It's a clown show. Fun clown show, though. Colby. The Nature Boy. VicTube Productions. Tiger Baskins. DJ Ukulele. I'd like to give a special thank you to DJ Ukulele for turning me on to that Gamecock Williams guy. Gamecock Will. He came on the show on Friday night and it was a massive success. I really like that guy. I know he's a Gamecock. I'm supposed to hate him, but whatever. He's funny. And I look forward to talking to him again in the future. Shout out to him. Baylor Man. Brendan Pratt. Never even watched an episode of Game of Thrones. Well, I can't, doggy, because like I said, it took me 4 years to start watching it too. But I'm telling you, the real issue with the original Game of Thrones is you got to get through that first season. You just got to grin and bear it. And then it just continually gets better and better as the seasons go on. It's just slow starting. You know. Rack Dog is here. Ballin' with AC. What up, what up? Brendan Pratt, thank you for the super chat, sir. Slim is a Miami fan, so he got no interest in college football either. God damn, bro.
Do you know what independence looks like, bro? You're staring at it.
You guys want to see, before we get to the news here, I'll do the news in a second. And then, of course, I'll bring the people on. I'll open the StreamYard on and have you guys on. So I got somebody actually several people sent me this on Twitter yesterday. I'll give you a little backstory. I'm sure some of you have probably seen this. It's like an off-duty police officer at his house. And I don't even know. Well, let's just watch it. And I might comment on what's happening. This is crazy, though. See, already I don't even know what just happened. Let's rewatch that again, because this is confusing. All right, so this gentleman right here in front of the police vehicle, that's his vehicle parked in his yard. He appears to be running from the road towards his porch, and you can hear a couple of gunshots go off right at the beginning. Okay, it wasn't gunshots. It was that Jeep just crashed into that guy's tree right there. Okay, I thought it was gunshots. All right. So it looks like that Jeep was trying to run that guy over. So this cop right now he's running into his house to get his gun.
2209, 11th Street Southeast.
Now this jabroni here, he gets out of his Jeep. The guy that tried to run the cop over gets out of his Jeep and he runs up on the cop's porch. What? There's got to be I wonder what the backstory behind this is. Did he like sleep with the guy's wife or something? So now the cop goes inside, gets his gun, comes back out, and now he's trying to get the guy to get on the ground.
Hands on the ground! On the ground right now! On the ground! Get on the ground right now! Get on the ground right now! Hands!
So the guy's just like, fuck you, I'm not getting on the ground. He gets back in his Jeep. Now remember, he just now crashed that Jeep into that tree before this. And he tells the guy in the car, I'll pop you right where you're at. He's got the gun right up to his head by the window. Now watch this. Watch this. Bro! What the fuck? What in the hell? Hold on. Oh, shit. This guy in this Jeep, he's out of his mind, bro. Watch. He just runs the cop over. The cop, he shoots at least 8 times into the windshield. So, the rest of the video, you don't see anything, but you do hear. So apparently the cop is okay. It looks as if he almost got ran over and killed. But I guess he was okay. He might have fell off like the side of the hood and didn't get run over by the tires. And you can hear him yelling at the guys in the Jeep to get on the ground again. So I'm assuming he got taken into custody. I think that guy, he might have crashed into somebody else's house, like the neighbor's house or something. That's wild though. And this whole thing is caught on a Ring doorbell camera. Yeah, you can see he kind of like slid off of the hood onto the side. He's lucky. Man. That's some wild shit there. I wish I knew the backstory about what was going on there. Why was that guy trying to run that cop over? It's twice he did it. And then not only that, after the first time he ran up on the cop's porch like he was going to go fight him or something. Like, he must have really pissed that guy off. Clearly. You got to be a real idiot, though, to try to run over a cop who's got a gun in your face. Probably honked at him at a yellow light. Yeah, right. All right, let's get to the news, shall we? We shall. Anybody who doesn't think that your computer is listening to you, you're dead wrong. I have never seen an ad on Yahoo for Traeger grills before, but I went on the midday show on Friday and started looking at Traeger wood pellet grills on the air. And now the first thing that shows up when I go into Yahoo is Traeger wood pellet grills. Mm-hmm. I don't want to keep doing these cop stories because there's a couple police videos I saw. That one where the cop was sort of the victim there, and a couple of ones where those they make me mad. I can't watch it. I can't watch it. I can watch it, but I'm not going to. So far, I haven't seen a single article worth clicking on. Dive Group says it found the body of teen who vanished from Tahoe party. Well, I'll click on it. That's a sad story, though. Just over 2 weeks ago, Keely Rodney mysteriously disappeared from a high school graduation party. Oh, I forgot to tell you, too. Do you guys remember a couple weeks ago when I told you that that 15-year-old girl in my neighborhood was missing for like 5 days? There were cops all around my house, like searching in the woods and stuff. Like they found her. She's alive and she's well, so that's good news. Anyway, high school graduation party in Northern California campground. A dive team said Sunday that it found 16-year-old dead in her overturned SUV. Wow, so she She ran her SUV into the lake and drowned, it sounds like. Adventures with Purpose, a surgery and recovery group known for solving roughly 24 cold cases, said a 6-man dive team affiliated with the group had located the car in a reservoir. The Oregon investigators reported the discovery Sunday afternoon. Oh. So it sounds to me like she went to this high school party at this campground, probably had a lot to drink, got in her car to go home, and somehow overturned her car into the lake. Because my thing would be like, how come nobody saw this happen? Man. Spartacus actor dead at 49 following cancer battle. Is it the lead guy? One of the stars of the drama Spartacus has died at 49 after announcing in January he had cancer. John King. I don't know who that was. Huh. Yeah, I don't drink anymore. People are sharing party stories when they knew the fun was over. Huh? We asked the party people of the BuzzFeed community to tell us about their wildest moments at a shindig, and y'all, they gave us nothing less than wet, wild, and dirty mayhem. Jesus Christ. My high school sweetheart and I recently got back into contact, and he invited me to his birthday party. Sparks were still there, so we were both nervous. I was a little too nervous and drank way too much. I ended up hitting on his BFF, popping a friend of his who hit on me. Popping a friend of his who hit on me? What does that mean? Is that some kind of lingo that I don't know about? What's popping? Volusia Orange, you know what I tell people? I quit drinking every day, every morning. What was I saying? I don't even know what popping is. She says, I fell asleep on the toilet, finished the night by peeing in my ex's bed. 12 years later, I'm still embarrassed. Jesus, man. This show is popping, yeah. I have no idea. She says she popped her boyfriend's BFF, whatever the hell that means. Driver heading towards Columbia on I-26 ejected from car in deadly crash, South Carolina cops say. That's the interstate right by my house that runs through my town. It's a dangerous interstate. My best friend died the same way in the year 2000. Ejected from a car on I-26, headed toward Columbia. Oh, have you guys heard this story? Aqib Talib, you know, the football player, splits with Amazon and brother allegedly shot, killed a youth football coach. So now I don't really know what happened here. I read something about it on Twitter. They were at some youth football game. Aqib Talib gets in an argument with some other guy, and Aqib Talib's brother ends up shooting and killing the guy. Let's just read it. Aqib Talib won't be doing Amazon's Thursday Night Football broadcast team after all. Aqib told the NFL Network Ian Rappaport Sunday following the arrest of his brother after a shooting earlier this month. He'll be stepping away from his role with Amazon. Am I missing something here? Is Amazon now like broadcasting football games? Is that what this is? Because I didn't even know what they kept talking about Amazon. I didn't know what they were talking about. I guess so. Oh, yeah. Well, it just says right here. Aqib was set to join Amazon as an analyst. Yeah, okay. Aqib's brother, Yaqub, turned himself into Dallas County Jail earlier this month, now facing murder charges after he allegedly shot and killed a youth football... He killed the coach, bro. Aqib was present for the incident. I saw people online saying that he's the one that instigated the fight. And like he's... I mean, I don't know what he had to do with it, but I'm assuming he didn't know that his brother was going to kill the guy. Maybe he did. I don't know. Aqib played in the league for 12 seasons, 2008 through 2019, first with Tampa Bay before spending time with the New England Patriots, Denver Broncos, and Los Angeles Rams. 36-year-old defensive back named Pro Bowler 5 times and won a Super Bowl with the Broncos. Yeah, I know. He won a Super Bowl with the Broncos against the Panthers in 2015. Yeah, I remember that vividly. I just can't imagine getting so mad at a coach that I pull out a gun. I found out my mom is having an affair. Should I tell my dad? Oh, Gary Busey charged with sex offense at Monster Mania Con. What the bro? First of all, the fact that Gary Busey is at Monster Mania Con, that's the funniest part of the story. Look, whatever the sex offense isn't funny. I'm not saying that. It's just a funny. Gary Busey. This guy. Actor Gary Busey has been charged with sexual offenses at New Jersey fan convention this month. Busey's he's 78 now. He is legitimately crazy. Like, I think that he had some sort of major, or maybe multiple. He had some sort of major head brain injury where he was in ICU for like he almost died. And ever since that happened, he's out of his mind. He was charged Friday with 2 counts of 4th-degree criminal sexual conduct and 1 count of attempted criminal sexual contact and 1 count of harassment. Charges stem from offenses at the annual Monster Mania convention at the Doubletree Hotel on August 12th through 14th in Cherry Hill, a Philadelphia suburb. I've been there. Cherry Hill. Busey, who lives in Malibu, California, was scheduled as a featured guest for all 3 days of the event. Police did not immediately respond to a message seeking details. Blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to see if they give any details about what, Yeah, it doesn't. Anybody watch the UFC fight? I did not. When was that? Was that on Friday night or Saturday night? I don't remember. Yeah, Usman got knocked out with a head kick. I guess nobody was expecting that to happen. You guys remember that guy that came on, the guy who I played his armadillo video, and he ended up calling into my call-in show one night, and he has a pretty big YouTube channel. Shit, now I feel bad for not remembering the name of the channel. Pops up on my thing all the time. Damn it. Anyway, his channel is mostly about living off the grid and building like a tiny house by hand and growing your own food and farming your own animal. Basically self-sufficient, completely off the grid. And that's what this looks like. A Miami couple spent 5 years building an off-the-grid holiday hut. On an island in the Bahamas. And they did it almost all by hand. The Crockers, thank you, the Real TB. Yes, the Crockers is the name of the YouTube channel. Go check him out. Good guy. But anyway, this is the kind of stuff he does. He does in Texas, though, not the Bahamas. No, I think he says he lives in Oklahoma now. He's from Texas, but he lives in Oklahoma now. Uh-oh, here's a couple of good ones. Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence addresses disappointing loss to Steelers. Disappointing? How disappointing can you be to lose a preseason game? I'm not even clicking on that. I saw some of the highlights of the game. Lawrence looked pretty good. ETN looked pretty good. Yeah, I think they're going to be a lot better this year. And I'm not saying they're going to go and win the AFC or anything. But I think they'll be decent. Yeah, Jason Crocker, that's his name. Yeah, he was the guy who crawled originally that crawled underneath the. I think he said it was like a shipping container, like a container that goes on a truck, on a 18-wheeler. Anyway, there was an armadillo under there. He crawls under there with a like a miner with a light on his hat, and grabs that damn armadillo by the tail and that thing starts going crazy. James Webb's telescope captures surreal images of Jupiter's auras. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I wonder what this must be a moon right here. Those are all moons, aren't they? Hell, I can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's at least 7 in the picture there. Fake. Everyone's saying fake. Yeah, fake, fake, fake. The JWST, which is James Webb Space Telescope, team is still flexing its ability to capture detailed images close to home. Webb has snapped a pair of near-infrared photos showing Jupiter's polar auras. Look at that picture right there. You can also see the planet's extremely faint rings in 2 of its smaller moons, Amalthea and Adrastea. The pictures were taken using NURCAM's wide field view of July 27th. As for the trippy visuals, astronomers created composites using several images produced with filters mapped into multiple colors. Uh-oh. See, this is what the flat earthers do, because they don't understand. They don't understand this, so they go, hey, see, they're admitting that they used this isn't real, they just use a filter. That's what the flat earthers say. They did not just create these images for the sake of bragging rights. Now, see, I think the guy who wrote this article is a flat earther. He says the James Webb crew didn't just create these images for the sake of bragging rights. See? I told you. Look, man, they're telling you right to your face and you still can't believe it. They're saying they created the image. It's not real, bro. I still love you, bro, but I don't like you, bro.
I still love you, but I don't like you, bro.
I still have yet to be able to get a flat earther to come on and talk to me. I can get all kinds of other jabronis to come on here and argue with me, but not them. Anyway, that's an awesome picture there. Awesome. Four more Bradenton police officers file complaints against the chief of police. I'm not clicking on that. No comment on the Fauci thing? Oh, now see, I can't even watch this. I'll get mad on this one too. Why are all these police stories showing up? They're listening to me, right? Because I showed you that video of the police officer, that almost got ran over. Now there's like 15 police stories. I'm not going to play this. I've seen the video. 3 Arkansas cops suspended over arrest that sparked social media outrage. Yeah. No comment. Again, I can't do it. I'll be ruined for the rest of the show. Oh, I did see this. Trevor Lawrence, he threw a dime piece into the end zone. A laser, bro. And then he looked at the defender and gave him the finger wag. Like, Don't mess with your boy. Officer PigskinPeete. Yeah, right. No, you know what? That's the last thing I'd want to be. Driver goes off of overpass and lands on another car. Man. Damn, bro. Look at that. Oh, of course the car he lands on has to have no roof on it. It's a convertible. Talk about unlucky, man. You cruising with the top down. Got the tunes going, bro. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Oh, it says on Saturday. Beautiful Saturday, August afternoon. You got the sun down. I mean, the roof down, bro. Cruising. Fucking car lands on your head. Yeah, Kirby's visor. I played that video on at the beginning of the show. I guess you just weren't here. Yeah, it was crazy. All right, I'm going to check real quick the sports part of this thing, but I'm not... What's going on here? I'm not going to spend too much more time on the news here. I was going to... What I really wanted to see if there was an actual story, like a detailed story about Lynn J. Dixon on here. But I don't think there's probably going to anything that comes out. I think they're probably going to just... They're probably just going to be like, it was... an on-field, like they already said, an on-field incident, and that's they're just going to leave it at that. I doubt they're going to go into detail, unless he goes to the media and says something about it, which I doubt he will do that either. If he has plans on playing anywhere, where do you guys think who would want him now? I mean, I'm sure there's probably a Group of 5 or lower classification school that would take him because he's a Power 5 talent. But now he's toxic. Yeah, after 3 transfers, people lose interest. That's right. I kind of feel bad for the Vols because they were looking forward to him. I don't know where he would have fallen on the depth chart. Probably at least second. I don't know anything about Tennessee's roster, so I'm not going to pretend to. But I would say he would have been at least second on the depth chart, if not first. Well, there's no way I don't think he was going to play football in 2022 anyway, because he transferred from West Virginia, and that was his second transfer in 6 months. So I'm pretty sure he wasn't playing this year anyway. Does anybody know that? I thought you got one transfer, and then after that you had to sit out a year. So he transferred in, I want to say, January. Then he transferred again in like April, and now he's looking for another place to go. I don't know if those exact dates are right, but it's somewhere around there. Anyway. Matt Corral got hurt for the season, unfortunately. I think the Panthers are going to be terrible this year. They were terrible last year too, but the honeymoon phase with this Matt Rule guy is over for me. I thought he was going to be a really good coach because, I mean, he's coached in the NFL multiple levels on both sides of the football. Went and turned Temple around, went in and turned Baylor around. The guy was like a specialty at like taking shitty organizations and making them relevant again. He hasn't done that with Carolina, though. Quite the opposite, if you ask me. They're worse off than when he got there. He violated team rules at West Virginia and was put off the team, went to Tennessee. I think he could have played for that. Could have played for that reason. Could he? Because he was kind of kicked off the team and it wasn't a voluntary transfer? Maybe that's right. I'm just looking for a Lynn J story on here, but I don't think I'm going to see one. I mean, I could type it in. Lynn J. Dixon, ex-Clemson running back, no longer with Tennessee, 18 days after transferring. His time with the Vols was short. Dixon spent 4 seasons at Clemson rushing for 1,420 yards and 13 touchdowns, and that was as most of the time the second string running back and sometimes as the third string, of course, when ETM is there. And he transferred to West Virginia in November, re-entered the transfer portal in June, announced he was transferring to Tennessee on August 3rd. Dixon was added to Tennessee, lost Len Neth Whitehead to season-ending injury suffered before preseason practice. So Tennessee had a running back that tore his ACL, and they went out and solicited Lynn J. Dixon, I guess, to come take his place. That's what it sounded like to me. What the fuck just happened? Dixon didn't make headway in his short stint at UT, and coaches said his opportunity for playing time could come later in the season once he learned the playbook and adjusted it to the offense up-tempo style. Dixon started practice on August 4th after other running backs were already a few days ahead into the preseason. And last week he was limited by ankle injury. Okay, so I didn't even know that. So he tweaked his ankle last week in practice. Jabari Small returns as Tennessee's starting running back after rushing for 792 yards and 9 touchdowns last season. Jalen Wright, who rushed for 409 yards and 4 touchdowns. Freshmen Justin Williams-Thomas and Dylan Sampson have impressed coaches, putting them ahead of Dixon in the rotation. So this is the same thing that happened to Dixon at Clemson. He got pushed on the depth chart down below true freshmen coming in. Sounds like this was happening here, and people probably got mad. See, I have no idea what was promised to him, but I can almost guarantee you that they were like, "Hey, man, we need you, we want you. You'll get X amount of carries per game. You'll be a major part of our offense." And then he's there for 2 weeks basically, They're like, yeah, well, you're 4-string now, bro. Sorry, you might get to play later in the year. So you probably told him to go fly a kite, and that was it. That's my guess. I mean, of course, I wasn't there. So, you know, there you go, bro. All right, let's bring the gentleman on. We got our favorite China man, Volusia Orange, Slim Shady Canes,
Yo.
and Ballin' with AC.
What up?
What up? Hey, Ballin' with AC.
What's happening?
How'd your eye surgery go?
That's today.
Oh, it's today.
Actually got a. So that's actually today.
Uh-huh.
I'm just chilling right now.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Are they gonna like put you under, or are they just gonna like? I mean, what's going on here?
Well, they're gonna knock me out with anesthesia, and then they're
Yeah.
just gonna go into my eye.
Yeah. So they're gonna put you to sleep. All right. All right.
What's the procedure?
What?
What's the procedure?
He wants to know what the surgery is.
Well, they just gotta go in and fix my eyes a little bit, because my right eye primarily kind of drifts.
They're straightening his eyes out, man. That's what it is.
Mom, I'm on a call-in show.
Yeah, Evolution Orange, I don't know. You're breaking up real bad, man. I don't know what the issue is. If you're having a connection problem, you might want to back out of the StreamYard and then come back in. Sometimes that fixes it.
All right, let me see what I can do.
All right. Rick said, bro got that eyeball drip. All right, man. Well, anyway, seriously, good luck with the surgery there. Oh.
You don't think they're so screwed up that I can't tell if South Carolina has a quarterback, right?
Yeah. I did. I know. I asked you that on last week's show. I said, hey, are your eyes so fucked up that you think South Carolina looks good? Yeah, no, nobody's eyes are that fucked up.
Well, unless you're a South Carolina fan, that is. Or maybe you're a Vandy fan that just settles for 2 wins religiously.
Yeah. Who are you a fan of again? I forget.
I'm a Michigan man.
Oh, that's right. You told me that too. Michigan man.
Is that any better?
Say something again.
Is that better? Hello, hello, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. I can hear you better now, but it's still kind of like robot-y. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know what's going on.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. Does it sound the way it sounds that way to you guys too, right?
Yes, officer.
Yes. Okay. No, don't call. No, stop it. Officer Pete. No way.
No, officer.
Yes, sir.
I just say I don't answer questions. I don't even say yes or no. I just don't answer questions.
All right.
Did you see that video, Slim, that I played?
The guy trying to run off the off-duty cop.
Yeah.
The hell was up with that?
I don't know, man. It's like he really pissed that guy off. I know that much.
I mean, he may not have done anything, because you have had a whole lot of instances ever since 2020 of people just walking up and randomly attacking cops.
Yeah, but this was like in a residential neighborhood, and it looked like an older guy. I don't know. It didn't look like that to me. It looked like a personal thing. Like it was one of his neighbors or something, maybe, you know? I don't know. The guy was either drunk or had balls of steel, though, to try to run him over and then run up on that man's porch like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do we know that he knew it was a cop?
well, I think he did, yeah. I mean, the cop car was parked in the driveway.
I'm about to say he had a squad car parked in the front yard. That's
True.
usually
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know anything about it other than what I saw. There's definitely a backstory to this, though. Just don't know what it is.
That guy's either really stupid or.
Like I said, I don't necessarily think there is, because you've had a problem with that over the past couple of years.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I'm at a yellow light, right? Road rage could have been.
Jay Shipes hit the nail on the head. This is what I said, Jay. I said that cop. He says that cop is probably seeing that guy's old lady, and that guy was he was on a mission. Yeah, that looked like some like crime of passion type shit going on there. Like he lost his mind, you know.
I mean, that's definitely a possibility because I've seen that firsthand in myself. Because my grandmother, his brother was in the Army, was Delta. And he got into it with 5 Largo cops because he come home and one of them was in bed with his wife.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and the one that was in bed with his wife decided to call his buddies to come help. And, well, I mean, like I said, he was Delta. He dealt with him. Actually, the cop that he found in bed with his wife was in traction for 18 months.
Wow. Well, I'll get some firsthand stories from an actual police officer here soon on the show. This is not my setup doing here. So I told you guys when we had the Slob softball game, we had those police that were hired to like watch over us. So yeah, one of the guys is he has a podcast. He's a podcaster. So. Anyway, we're gonna do like a simulcast thing. He's gonna come on my show and he's gonna broadcast my show on his podcast thing. It's like a double deal. There. So I'll ask him about some of his stories. And, you know, all police officers have stories.
Making this a sound test. Is that any better, or am I still robotic?
You sound better now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Anyway. Moving on.
Well, there you go. Now you sound robotic again. Am I ready for college football PigskinPeete? Nate, oh, you know what? I forgot all about that. Nate.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, have they put the games up yet? The last time I checked. Let's see here. Here is... Oh, that's the StreamYard link. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it at? Pick 'em. I'm going to put it in the chat. How many people have signed up? Well, let's find out. We'll go on there right now and look at it. Son of a bitch. Copy. All right, there's the link in the chat. Still no games yet. Okay, well.
I guess we'll start at the actual week 1, not week 0, right?
I don't know how. See, Nate's the one that set it up. I don't know if there was an option to do week 0 or not, and he didn't do it. I don't know. I have no idea because I didn't do it.
Let's do week 1.
Huh?
Let's just do week 1. Week 0 is not it.
Well, it's whatever Nate did because, again.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't set it up, and I'm not going to either. So, maybe Nate can let us know what he did, but.
Pete, have you seen a line on the Georgia Tech game yet?
Last I saw, he asked what you're still hard to hear. I could hear you though, but he said, what is the line on the Georgia Tech game? I think the last I saw, it was 20.5.
Why we need Georgia Tech and Clemson on a neutral site game though?
It's not really neutral.
Back out completely and then come back into it is normally what you have to do.
Yeah, don't worry about your whatever you said, your server or whatever. Just completely leave the StreamYard and then come back in. I bet that'll fix it. There you go.
Yeah, well, why do we need these stupid neutral site games with Clemson and Georgia Tech?
Well, Clemson and Georgia Tech play each other every year, and they've had several neutral site games before. The one they did last year was neutral, wasn't it? I feel like it was. Yeah. I'm not a fan of neutral site games either, but, I mean, these first couple of weeks, you're going to see a shit ton of them, so it is what it is.
I'm not opposed to neutral site games like a lot of people. Where I tend to have a problem is like Florida Georgia shouldn't be neutral site, Clemson Georgia Tech shouldn't be neutral site, but like the kickoff classics at the beginning of the season, I don't have a problem with those being neutral site.
Well, I gotta get going for my eye surgery, so I'm gonna hop out of here.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Good luck. Man's going to get his eye straightened out. All right, let's see how you sound now.
All right, I switched to 5G. How's that?
Look at that, man. Clear as a bell.
Yeah, all right. See, I just had Wi-Fi installed in this new apartment yesterday, and it's fucking terrible. So I'm just going to use my phone data.
You shouldn't have ordered that Chapel Hill Wi-Fi. That's your problem.
Yeah. That fishbowl Wi-Fi. Anyway, this will work, I suppose.
So the answer to your question, according to whatever website this is, whatever. Anyway, it's a betting website. You have 19.5. Clemson favored by 19.5. I'd take Clemson at under 20 every day of the week.
I mean, look, if we don't cover, that's a sign of problems to come this year. So I guess
probably
I would optimistically do the same.
I just don't think Georgia Tech's going to even score more than 6 or 7 points.
Yeah, they're a tire fire. The question is, do we score 30?
Yeah, right.
I mean, you did put up, 40 on Wake Forest?
Yeah, but I mean, we put up 14 on Tech in Game 3 last year, didn't we, at home? So.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there. I think the offense is going to be miles better this year than it was last year.
I agree.
But you're right, though. I think they need to at least cover, at least.
I mean, there were a lot of teams that had trouble with Georgia Tech last year. I mean, they were the proverbial monkey in the wrench.
Hey, Mike, that's 100% true. Mike says Clemson's secondary will score more than Georgia Tech's offense will.
I mean, yeah, I hope that's true. And
Probably.
It should be.
Oh, and to address that super chat about me earlier, if you notice, the window liquor that sent it had a Kansas City picture right next to his name. He's still a little salty because Tom Brady raw dogged his team.
Oh, so it was a little jealousy about the Buccaneers there. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That was less Tom Brady and more Shaq Barrett and Antoine Winfield Jr. and Levante David and those guys winning.
Oh, I agree with you, but I mean, you turn on the talking heads as far as sports go, and it's all Tom Brady.
Yeah. No, the Bucs defense wrecked shop in that game.
Well, to answer your question, Alex, or both of you are Alex, Volusia Orange, according to Nature Boy, yeah, the games for the Pick'em thing start week 1, not week 0. So.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean both of us are Alex? Your name is Alex?
Yeah, my name's Alex.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. No way. All right. Well,
yeah.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, we're both born in March. We're both born in 88. We're both named Alex. Other than that, we're complete fucking
I was about to say that.
Yep.
But I realize that sometimes I refer to Volusia Orange as Alex, but you're Alex too, so it's confusing.
That's wild. Cheers, man. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, it is my middle name, but my mom's the one that started calling me Alex. And I'm like, well, why the hell didn't you just make that my first name?
Well, I'll tell you why. Our youngest son, well, you know his name. We call him Leo. Yeah. That's his middle name. So I understand why parents do that, because I did it. So yeah.
That's a shady kid trying to put the moves on my daughter.
Yeah. He's his father's son, my friend. That's all I can tell you. Any other betting lines you guys want to look up? I'm sure we're going to start doing that tonight on the Lunch Money Show. Finally.
Yeah.
With the betting line stuff, but.
What is the over-under in the Northwestern Nebraska game?
Northwestern Nebraska.
I'm sure it's what are we thinking, 37?
Well, I mean, Nebraska's offense has automatically got to be better because Martinez isn't there anymore. I mean, that's literally addition by subtraction.
I mean, yeah, that knocked the over-under in total turnovers from 9 down to 7.5 or something.
Yeah, he watched too many Jameis Winston highlights.
Yeah, yeah.
So it looks to me like oh fuck, this weather tonight. This thing sucks. So it's Northwestern is plus 12.5, and it doesn't even give me the over under.
Yeah, it's going to be a brutal number.
You know, I understand the whole wanting to expand football abroad and make it more popular. You couldn't think of a better fucking game to play in Ireland than Northwestern Nebraska?
Yeah.
That's what I fucking said. Why would you subject the good people of Ireland to Northwestern and Nebraska of all the games you could have picked? Really?
I mean, let's get some hype up. Let's do a Notre Dame-Miami game in Dublin. I'm for it.
This is what I agree with you. This is the same thing the NFL does. Like the shittiest games of the year are the ones they play in London.
Because they know they'll pack it out, right?
Yeah.
Like Tampa Bay's playing Seattle and Germany. Who the fuck wants to watch that?
But what they're trying to do is they're trying to get a viable footprint in Europe, which makes sense because there's a huge market out there. But if you're going to try to get a footprint out there, make them good games. No,
Here's the thing, Slim. They actually had something like 3.5 million or almost 4 million ticket requests for that game in Germany. I mean, enough to fill the stadium 30 times.
Well, I get that, but I think you could have given Tampa a much better opponent in Germany than Seattle.
I agree. But then again, at the same time, do you really want the marquee game of the year being played in Germany, right? And I would argue no. So, maybe this is the way to build the Buck fan base in Munich. I don't know.
I guess.
But yeah, there's really high ticket demand for that game. They're hyped on it.
Hey, who's the jabroni who made that picture of me and Colby skydiving? You know who that was? That you, Slim?
Negative.
Who was it? Millis Vanillis, maybe?
Yeah, I think it was Millis.
Was it Millis?
Now that you say that. Because he was being chastised for texting it to Lou and not emailing it to him.
Oh, really?
He was supposed to.
It's actually a pretty funny picture, but
I agree with Colby. Put something in there earlier. You get a group discount if you can get like 5 people. I want to see 5 of you waterheads get up there and do that.
5 people skydive?
That's what I said. 5 of you waterheads get up there and do that.
The more the merrier. Who all is going now? As far as I know, it's just me and me and Colby. Traveling Fools. He's trying to find a way out of it too. He's already trying to find a reason not to do it. He's using his wife as an excuse. My wife doesn't like it. Who's the 4th one? I can't remember. Anyway, have you ever done such a thing, Alex or Volusia?
Absolutely not.
No.
I am very much averse to any of that kind of dangerous shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm not an outdoorsman at all, or much less a jump out of a planesman. Fuck that.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You give a man a plane ticket, he'll fly for a day. You push him out of a plane at 30,000 feet and he'll fly for the rest of his life.
Rest of his life. There you go. Yeah.
This is probably not a good video.
I will happily go up in the plane with y'all and shove somebody out of it.
Yeah, you won't have to shove me out. It's like, so Millis is doing this egg eating challenge thing. He's going to see how many eggs he can eat in 60 minutes, I think.
Yeah, he's going to puke live on the internet.
When is he doing that?
Next Friday.
Okay.
Have any of y'all tried the Carolina Reaper challenge yet?
Well,
I got better sense than that too.
Yeah.
I did eat one of those Carolina Reaper tortilla chips on the air one time.
You did the one chip challenge.
Yeah, the one chip challenge. Yeah.
How'd that go? I missed that.
Well, first of all, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it was hot. Don't get me wrong, and it tasted like a dirty sock. But other than that, it wasn't that bad. Like I was kind of like sweating for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then I was fine. The problem was the next day. I paid for it the next day.
They had to install a restrictor plate on his toilet.
Well, I'll tell you, the next day, as soon as I woke up, within 10 minutes of me waking up, I vowed I would never eat one of those fucking chips again. I mean, it put a hurting on your boy. Yeah, the Packy ones. They sell them at the gas station. And idiots like me pay $7 and $8 for one chip.
I feel worse for your toilet than I do for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, this
through the porcelain.
This egg thing that Millis is doing, and people talk about doing the eating challenges at the Slob Olympics, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'll just take a 0 in that. I'm not doing it.
I mean, I'd put down a dozen donuts. I could fucks with that.
I mean, I could do that, but again, you wouldn't see me for the rest of the day, and then probably the next day I still wouldn't be feeling good. I'm just not. I don't know. I'd rather jump out of an airplane than eat a dozen donuts. So that tells you everything that you need to know right there.
You know what? I might agree with you on that.
Yeah.
As I disparaged it a minute ago. Yeah.
I don't do.
I mean, in all honesty, I actually would. I probably would skydive if I didn't have 3 kids. Just like, so much can go wrong.
That's what Lou said too. I know. I guess I just don't love my kids as much as you guys love yours. I guess that's the only answer is to it.
I mean, be perfectly honest. If you could have caught me 5 years ago, I'd have jumped on it with a quickness.
You know what the real thing is for me is I don't really consider it to be that dangerous, really. I mean, you have a better chance of dying in your driving your truck today, Slim, than I do skydiving. So.
Well, I get that, but my thing is you're putting a tremendous amount of faith in somebody else. Yeah. And I don't trust anybody that much.
Well, to be fair, you're also doing that each time you get on an interstate highway, aren't you?
Yeah, right.
But I do see your point, right? It's much more acute and in your face, the danger, right?
Well, it's more, I hope this guy didn't fuck up packing the parachute.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that the pilot isn't having a fucking emotional I hope the pilot's wife didn't leave him this morning whenever I get on a commercial airliner, you know what I mean? So.
Well, you remember that?
I don't fly anywhere. I drive.
That news story that I read last week where the co-pilot just jumped out of the plane. You remember that?
Yeah.
So what they were doing was taking up skydivers. That'd be my luck. Finally get to go skydiving. We're on the way up to go skydiving. The fucking pilot just commits suicide, jumps out of the plane. Yeah. Anyway.
Or no, he takes the parachute you're meant to have, and then you're fucking.
Yeah, takes my parachute and jumps out. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm assuming you've never been skydiving, Pete.
No, I've been hang gliding, not skydiving.
Okay. Well, first skydive, you have to do it. Like they make you do a few of them tandem before you ever do it by yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to be
putting a tremendous amount of faith in that person.
Well, that's fine. I mean, because at least they know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's a professional, right?
Yeah. It's probably a guy who's jumped 1,000 times already, So, I'd rather be.
Tremendous amount of faith in people all the time, surgeons and et cetera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm unconscious for that.
Yeah. Ideally, yeah.
This probably isn't the best video to watch. I'm going to keep the sound down. 10 deadliest skydiving fails caught on camera.
No.
Oh yeah. I already can't watch it. This is no. Nope.
Now there is a silver lining to that, though. I think it was during World War II. A paratrooper chute failed, but he survived a 14,000-foot fall.
Yeah, I watched a video on that too. The name of the video was called "How to Survive a Skydiving Without a Parachute," and I was like, yeah, right, yeah, why don't you go try it, buddy? But basically what he said was, like you need to like put yourself in a sitting. You need to create the most amount of wind resistance as you can all the way until you hit the ground. And most of the time, people, the best way to do that is by like, it's almost like you're sitting on a chair and you're falling down on your butt, you know, and you have your arms out. And then I think he said, I forget how he said to land. However he said to land, he's like, well, if you land this way, it gives you the best chance to survive, but you're probably going to break both of your legs and your back. So if you're lucky, you know, I don't know.
Land on the biggest pillow ever. Fuck that. And let's skydive in a sitting position so our spinal cord tails our brain. Awesome.
I mean, you'd almost rather just go head first and put the lights out, wouldn't you? I mean, I don't want to survive and then like die.
Well, they actually said most people in that situation, same thing with people that jump out of like a window or something, they end up having a heart attack and die before they ever hit the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can think of a lot worse ways to die. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it would suck, kind of.
I can think of a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think shitting my spinal cord would be up there on my top ways to bite the dust.
There's some cool GoPro skydiving videos though on here. I've probably seen about all of them.
Yeah.
Just look at this lady. This lady's 90 years old skydiving.
No.
She's like, fuck it. If I die, I die.
Respect, honestly. Respect. Like, come on. At some point, you got to take life into your own hands. And I think 90 is about 20 years too late. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, Grandma. I don't mean it. Please don't skydive.
Look at this. He jumps off a hot air balloon without a parachute thinking that his friends will save him.
Oh.
What the hell is wrong with people?
I mean, all right. Darwin's Law and that.
This video right here is cool as shit. It's only 3 minutes long. I've seen it before. That's how I know it's cool.
I think I'm behind on the stream. Hold on.
You're probably about, yeah.
Now I got some people rubbing cream on their face.
Yeah, you're almost there. So, for a backstory here, this is, I believe, somewhere in Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexico's where you go to do everything dangerous again.
Las 13 velas apuntan por donde van a entrar los muertos ese año.
So you mean Mexico's the ultimate libertarian paradise?
Mexico's what?
It's something.
What'd you say? Libertarian what?
Mexico's the ultimate libertarian paradise, then?
Oh, yeah.
Se le da la
bienvenida a los piss off the cartels and they FedEx your body back.
And then they exercise their libertarianism.
So this is a bunch of Mexican skydivers going skydiving on the Day of the Dead.
Well, they look dope as hell, I gotta say that.
Yeah.
Are they doing it on Dia de los Muertos? Are they doing it on the Day of the Dead?
Yes.
How ironic is this video
Yeah.
going to be at the end of it?
The gall, man. You gotta respect that, dude. If you're gonna do any Daredevil shit, you might as well do it on the Day of the Dead, right?
Well, it's like I said, we should dress up like superheroes when we jump out of the plane. Like one of us dresses up like Superman, the other one dresses up like Iron Man, you know?
Yeah, to the guy you're attached to, your cape ends up in his face.
Yeah. Now, forget the skydiving part of it, which is cool in itself, but the camera work and quality on this shoot here is what makes it so cool.
Is that curvature I see? fisheye.
It is. Curvature.
How dare you, sirs?
Il paracadutismo nella mia vita è stato veramente tutto. Tanta gente che si lancia, riesce a stare solo con le persone che si lanciano, diventa un po' come una tribù. Passiamo tantissimi momenti bellissimi insieme, anche dei momenti tristi, quindi siamo molto uniti.
It appears to be all women, doesn't it? I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell with the makeup on. There might be one guy in there.
Go for it.
Oh. Look at that. Not the people, the earth. Oh, I'll give you a second so you can see it.
There it is.
The vast expanse of flatness.
It's you can see not only curvature, a major one. Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that shot right there.
Yeah, this is cool as hell.
It's fucking wild, man.
Look at that. Holy shit.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, there goes the parachute. Oh, and then she goes on to say how this has been a bad year because they've lost so many friends to skydiving. Yeah. Anyway.
It's like those mountain climbers, those free climbers. They're very cool, yeah.
Oh, see, I can't. I can't watch that. I cannot watch that.
More power to them. I mean, you know, all those girls got bigger balls than I do, I guess. But I'm never fucking doing that.
164-way vertical world record skydive in Chicago. 164 people jump at the same time. Oh, you want to come in the StreamYard, Colby? You can come in, bro. What are you talking about? You're not in the StreamYard. They call me PigskinPeete now. I hoard my feet out on Saturday for $3.
It's probably more than they're worth, to be frank. So
Yeah,
you're making
I mean,
profit.
Friction Vixen sent me a PayPal for $3 and said, "Let me see your big toe." So I had to go ahead and show it to her.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's definitely a market on the internet for feet.
Yeah, were we talking about OnlyFans not too long ago?
PigskinPeete.
Well, my wife finally found out that there's one of her feet.
Is there?
I showed her the check and she was cool with it.
You gotta get anything with that blue check mark, man.
I mean, look, man, she's the first person to ever pay to see my feet, so, you know, I was flattered. What's up? Who is this?
It's meant to be Colby.
Is that Colby?
Yeah, it's Colby. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's up, y'all?
What's up? Now, Colby actually has been skydiving before, haven't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, he sent me a picture. That was you in the picture, right?
That was me. Yes.
Yeah. So when was that and where was that?
That was at Myrtle Beach on my 21st birthday.
Ah. So what are you like 28 now?
I just turned 28. Yep.
Yeah, see, I knew that.
Yep.
So okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah, you know me so well.
yeah, so about 7 years ago you did it, and now did you ever think you were going to do it again, or is it just because I've been talking about it that you're like, yeah, I'll do it again?
That's exactly the reason. I would never think I would do it again.
So
great. So Pete's a terrible influence.
yeah, I am a bad influence.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's fun, but I didn't think I would ever do it again. I mean, not because
a lot of things are fun, man. A lot of things are fun.
Well, first of all, I can relate to that because I went skydiving, hang gliding, and I'll never do that again. So.
I mean, I've been parasailing, so that's close.
Not really.
I've done that too. I've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
not. I don't think it's close, but I don't know.
Not really. You're like 200 feet in the air attached to a parachute. How is that not really the same?
It's not the same as jumping off the side of a mountain with a kite strapped to your back, sir. From like 10,000 feet up.
I meant it's close to the same as skydiving.
Oh.
Is it?
Not really.
It's not. No.
200 feet compared to whatever 10,000 feet, it's a big difference.
I mean, failure's failure and dead's dead either way.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, now that's a good thing.
It's probably better to die from 30,000 feet than from 200. So.
Yes, it is.
Maybe.
Have you guys seen the video of now there's some, not parachute, parasailing accidents?
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
I've seen videos of those, yeah.
Dude, there's this one, where, these girls are, I think, in Miami or something, and they're on and the wind is, like, really bad. So, anyway, somehow the rope becomes detached from the boat, and the wind takes these things, and they're going probably 50 or 60 miles an hour through the air. They're not tethered to anything, and they fly right into the city. And I believe they've run into the side of a high-rise building. I believe they died. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now there actually is somebody I would probably trust as far as going skydiving. One of my good friends, his father-in-law was an airborne ranger for like 20 years.
Yeah. So who all's going with us, Colby?
So far we have me and you, and X-Wing Sport.
That's it.
And Traveling Fools.
Yeah.
Well, you can mark out Traveling Fools. He'll get out of it.
No. He's dedicated. But the only thing is, Pete, we need one more person to get a group rate, so we can get a discount. So we need one more person.
We need to get Hufferbilly to go. He's old anyway. He hasn't much time left. Come on, man.
How much is it?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
It's a lot less with the discount, I'll tell you that.
Okay, well, that's still not an answer to my question.
It's over 200 per person. Which isn't that bad, to be honest.
No, that's not bad at all, because the little bit of research that I did, it was anywhere between $250 and $450 at most places per person.
Yeah, so I called the place in Chester, Pete, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, we don't even have those time slots available. I was like, all right, well, just connect me to the company, because I was through a third party. So they connected me, and they were like, all right, we can do this, do that. So I got a good rate for me and you, but I don't know about traveling and X-Wings. But if we get a group rate, we can get maybe 190, I don't know, 200 per person.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Mm-mm. Yeah. So two questions. First, you're doing it in Chester?
Yes.
Chester, South Carolina.
Chester, South Carolina. I've lived in South Carolina for my entire life. I have no idea where that is. I had to look it up.
Yeah, I have a vague idea where it is, but that was not the first. Okay, when I'm doing a sort of a death-defying stunt. Anyway, and the second thing is, I feel like of all the things that you can get a discount rate on, skydiving probably isn't the best one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too, Volusia. Like, how many people can you take to skydive, or find people that?
I mean, what it comes down to is the cost of fuel for 2 people versus 5. So it's
I get it.
Yeah.
That's not. That wouldn't be the first principle that I would be considering. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Did you do any research on this place? Is this like a reputable place? What's it?
Jim Bob's Skydive and Gator Farm.
You go up there, some dude's like, "Hey man, just get in the plane, man. I'll be there in a minute."
Closest place to Alice Palms or whatever, and they have a 4.8 star rating.
Yeah.
I don't know who gave them not 5 stars, but
did Scott do a shout out to this place on the Uncle Lou Fake News?
What is the name of the place? Do you know it?
I'll have to look it up. I forget it now.
I could probably just look up skydiving in Chester. I mean, there's probably not more than one company that does it. Yeah. Let's do that.
I looked up a YouTube video of what they tried to make a YouTube video of like about them, like in them, like their company and everything.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I was gonna send it to you, but I want to like. It's just so weird.
It's a weird video, you mean?
Yeah, it's like some lady like trying to like. She's like, I'm scared of heights. I've never done this before. Look up that video. It's cringe.
Well, here's their website. It's called skydivecarolina.com. Tandem skydive for as low as $209 from 45 minutes from Charlotte. That's got to be it, right?
Can't imagine there's another.
If it's the one that's in Chester, then that's it.
Unless this is like a company that overlooks multiple. It says the Carolina's #1 rated skydiving center. Is there more than one location?
Yeah.
Okay, located just across the North Carolina state line in Chester, South Carolina. We are about an hour drive from Charlotte and Columbia. Blah, blah, blah. Whether it's your first time skydiving or a seasoned skydiver with thousands of jumps, we hope you come see our skydiving. The website looks pretty nice, but where's the video you're talking about? Let's see.
It was on YouTube. Just type in.
They don't have it on their website?
Oh, no. I just typed in Chester skydiving on YouTube.
Okay. Now we got pictures of the staff. I wonder which one of these jabronis will be strapped to my back. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I feel like that's important. You gotta count the number
can I pick my guy?
Make sure that it's all right.
Can I call and say, hey, I want Steve? Yeah, he looks like he knows what he's doing. Larry looks like he's drunk. I don't know. I don't want that guy. Give him to Colby. Not me. Anyway. Let's see what it's called here. I'll look up that video. Oh, hold on. They got categories here. First time, learn to skydive, experienced skydivers, prices, who we are, drop zone. Okay. First time skydive.
Don't do first time. That's overpriced. You're experienced.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean.
So you're
with me.
So I'm gonna have to lie to him now and tell him I've done it before?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's even scarier. So, experienced skydivers? No, because it's first time is the only one that says tandem.
Pete, I think you should probably go tandem with the instructor.
Well, I have to because they won't let you skydive without having.
You have to do 25 tandems before you can even take the class to solo dive.
Yeah, in order to solo dive, you have to have some kind of special license or something. So, I don't have that. You can't weigh more than 225 pounds, so we're all good there.
That's Shady left.
So, but the rest of us are good on that, right? I think we are. Must be at least 18. No alcohol permitted. Government ID. Blah blah blah. All participants should not consume alcohol after midnight the night before jumping. Well, that could be a problem.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking a shot right before I go
in. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. They're probably worried about people throwing up, and I'm not going to throw up. Not from alcohol, maybe from skydiving. Who knows? But
well, it could be a thinning of the blood and low pressure issue.
Yeah.
When you jump out the plane, Pete, it's not like your stomach drops like a roller coaster. It's not like that at all.
Yeah, because you're
moving with the plane.
Yeah.
And you move like gradually slower, and then like they put the parachute up, and it's a lot simpler than it seems.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Is there? I want to ask you, Kobe. Is there any sort of inkling of that sort of feeling that you get when that sort of, I don't know what the term for that feeling is, that dropping feeling?
Yeah.
That you get when you're on a big drop on a roller coaster. Does that happen at any point during the skydive, or is it? Yeah.
Well, what the three things I remember is the door. First of all, my palms were super sweaty going up because I was nervous. I remember that. I remember the door opening. And when that door opens, shit gets real.
Yeah.
And then once, because you're straddled like there's a guy on the back side of you. So he kind of straddles you to the side, and he's like, "Hey, we're going," and it's just like that. And then you have to remember what they told you in the class, which is put your feet behind your butt, and he does the rest. So just those 3 things is what I remember, and then other than that, it was just awesome.
Yeah.
None of that sounds homoerotic at all. But okay.
Yeah. Hey.
I have a feeling that any sort of sexual activity is the last thing on your mind when you're jumping out of a plane.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm fucking with you. I'm joking.
Yeah. Oh, look what comes up when I search this. Why'd you do this to me, man? You see what comes up when I typed in Skydive Carolina into YouTube? Skydive Carolina death. That's not a good advertisement. They don't have that on their website.
That's why it's only 4.8.
Yeah. They got 1 bad rating from a dead person's family. Yeah. Oh, God.
Wait, what? I can't see the chat. What did it say?
So when I go to YouTube and I type in Skydive Carolina, you know, it's one of the options to click on is Skydive Carolina death. So somebody died there.
It's not Chester, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. Deaths do happen. That's right. Okay.
Hey, we need to find 1 more person, Pete. I'm serious. Like, I've been advertising, and I got 2 more people, so it's your turn. We need to find 1 more person.
Need that fucking discount, man.
Yeah, we need that discount. Anybody else want to come jump out of a plane with us? Yeah, get some.
I'm gonna tell you a secret right now.
What? Did we lose him? Oh.
Yeah. So there's always the next person. So if there's 5, like the 6th person, we got a discount. 7 persons a discount.
You know what? I'm gonna say the easiest thing I can possibly say. You know what, man? I would totally do it, but yeah, I'm on the other side of the world.
Would you if you were over here instead of China, would you actually come and
no.
with us?
No.
He's already said no.
No, dude, no. I don't do shit like that. You know what? I might could get talked into it, but I'd have to be drunk, and apparently that's prohibited.
Yeah. The funny thing is, people like me and Colby, we ask people to go, and they look at us like we're crazy, and we go, "Why not?"
Yeah. I guess we're the crazy ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I've learned
and
that.
You always bring up kids like an excuse.
Yeah, everyone says everyone loves their kids more than I love mine. You know?
No, I got no kids. That's not a thing for me. But nah, I don't.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I got to get back to work. I just want to drop in here real quick, Pete.
All right, man. Have a good one.
See y'all later.
All right. He's got responsibilities. Bobby Durkins ain't jumping out of a plane. We need to get somebody who's maybe a Gamecock fan. They got nothing to live for anyway.
Right.
You know, it's not like they're going to be missing out on watching their team win a national championship in their life or anything.
Don't tell them that.
Now, is there any chance that you're allowed to live stream while you jump?
That was
the Carolina Jackpot absolutely needs to.
No, weight limit 225.
Yeah, the weight limit was 225, man.
$150. So.
Yeah. VicTube wants to know.
I couldn't do it anyway.
Yeah, if you're over 225, you can't do it. No. Well, you can't do a tandem over 225. You probably could do a solo, but you're not licensed. So, VicTube wants to know: can I put my chair, the parachute on my chair? Now, you know what? I'm sure there's got to be somebody that's skydived in a wheelchair before, right?
Okay, so listen. Look up Larry Walters. Now, I don't know if we have time for this story on the show. I'm sure we don't. You know what I'm talking about? You're talking about the guy that went up in the balloon? That's damn right, yes. And so there's SB Nation has a series called Secret Base, and the web series is called Pretty Good. So look up Pretty Good Larry Walters. It's 30 minutes. We don't have time for it now, but I recommend it to everybody. It's legendary, man. It was like 1982 or whatever. This crazy dude hooks up 44 weather balloons to a fucking Sears lawn chair in Los Angeles and ends up going to like 20,000 feet or whatever in a lawn chair. Brings a fucking BB gun and only enough to shoot out like 5 of them. It's ridiculous.
Was he trying to shoot the holes in the thing so he could go back down?
Yeah, but I mean, he obviously was ill prepared.
Yeah, you should have brought a real gun, not a BB gun.
Well, he had 44 weather balloons. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, it got wild. It's a great story. Pretty Good does great stories about different things. Most of them are sports related. This one's an exception, but
so
it's a really good watch.
I just searched skydiving with a wheelchair on YouTube, and of course, this is a thing. So, Vic, do you think your mom or your dad would let you jump out of a plane with me? Probably not. Let's see this here.
Don't do it, Vic.
What's going on here? Oh.
What are you guys up to?
Yeah, so look at this guy here. Guy's in a wheelchair. All right, let's find. I'm just going to skip right to the good part.
Yeah.
I want to see him get. What, are they going to roll him out of the plane, or I don't know how this works here. I guess you have to. All right, so look. So look at this. This guy is. He's not strapped to anybody either, is he? I guess you can't. Well, let's watch. All right, so 2 other guys jump with him. They kind of like, one goes in front of him and the other guy's like pushing him from behind. I want to see how you land in the wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Is it like landing a plane? Like you just get some momentum and just put the landing gear down and roll to safety? So you can't see, but the guy who's getting this shot with the GoPro on his helmet, he's actually holding on to the wheelchair, the actual wheel of the wheelchair, which I guess this is to keep him from going into some kind of crazy tailspin because he can't use his legs to control his body.
Right.
That must be it.
Look, man, I will never begrudge anybody for trying to get the best of their experience they have in their finite time on this mortal coil. But this looks like a fucking bad idea. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Guys in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I mean, go for it, man. Wheelchair or not, I mean, go for it, right?
Yeah.
But
he's like, fuck it,
I'm
man.
not sure if this is a good plan.
Well, it's not. Well. Man, look, man, I've got almost 42 years of bad decision making under my belt. This is just another one.
Yeah. I think it comes in degrees, though.
Now, to that point, some of the best stories start with, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
You mean some of the worst?
Both.
But that depends on perspective.
Well, it depends on if you're still around to tell that.
So I'm going to kind of fast forward here a little bit. I mean, this is amazing and fantastical, but I want to see the landing happen here. How does this work? All right, so here we go. Holy hell! It's just like I said, dude. He lands it like an airplane. Wow. Oh no, here's the guy. That was a different guy. Was that him or the wheelchair guy? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Just like I said, a flawless landing. He just it looked just like an airplane. Just hit, the wheels hit the ground and he started rolling. Wow. Wow.
I mean, all right. Some serious brakes on that fucking wheelchair, but okay.
Yeah. So
I mean, in all fairness, I've made some equally bad decisions.
Uh-oh.
You know,
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. He wrecked the wheelchair. He did.
But I've got an uncle that builds ultralights in his garage, and I've been up at a few of those.
Yeah. Well, that answers your question, Vic. You can skydive indeed with a wheelchair. Now, I don't know if you can do it at the place we're going to. You might have to go to somewhere that's willing to let you do that. I have no idea.
Cambodia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just on the other side of all the killing fields.
I say that in derision of Cambodia, or not derision, but it is also a very libertarian kind of place.
That's not a motorized wheelchair. That guy. I think that if Vic was going to get skydiving, they'd probably put him in a regular wheelchair because his wheelchair is probably too heavy.
Hey guys,
those motorized wheelchairs are heavy, man.
So I don't know if you've heard this. In Cambodia, you can purchase a cow and shoot it with a bazooka for the price of the cow and the shell.
Wow,
that's a thing. Yeah, no, I've never done that and wouldn't, but it's a thing.
That's pretty crazy. I bet Slim would do that. Seems like the kind of guy who'd blow up a cow with a rocket launcher.
I can do anything.
Yeah, it would be fun, but man, it's a waste of a good cow.
Yeah, so that's my first thought, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I could find something more interesting to blow up and eat the cow.
Yeah, there you go.
I agree.
Hey.
Yes.
I like my profile picture.
It does look good.
It looks cool. I mean, I'm not a fan of either team, but hey.
But
hey, you do you, bro. Yep. Which team's going to be worse this year? Michigan or the Lions? Probably the Lions.
Yeah, Michigan's going to be okay.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
I think Hutch would do good, in my opinion, but it's the Lions.
Yeah.
It's.
So, Pete, I meant to ask you, have you, I mentioned some podcasts. I don't know what podcasts you listen to as far as college football goes, but one I really like is called Basketball Conference, the ACC Football Podcast. Have you ever heard of this one?
No, I haven't. I'll definitely check that out.
It's pretty good. So they're doing team-by-team previews, each about an hour, give or take. And they just had Qualkenbush on to do their Clemson preview yesterday.
I'll be back.
And it's pretty good.
Here on lunch.
Okay, Nate. Nate comes on to tell us he'll be right back because he's eating lunch.
All right.
I mean,
you know Qualkenbush, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he was a guest on their show, and it was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, is it as good as the ACC show or better?
Well, nothing could be, but it's the next best thing.
No, yeah, I'll check it out. It's called the Basketball Conference ACC Football Podcast.
Yeah, or just BC Basketball Conference. Anyway, it's a podcast, and it's hosted by a Georgia Tech and a Virginia Tech fan. Bless their hearts, but they do a really good job of sort of covering the whole league and interviewing different folks. Like I said, they just had Qualkenbush on for a Clemson season preview, and I thought it was pretty good.
Did he give a record prediction?
He said 12-0.
Shocker.
He did.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, bless him. I love him. Fuck him. Qualk is good. I like Qualk.
Now, that may go out the window week one if they only manage to put up 17 points.
Well, Georgia Tech's not scoring 17 points.
I don't think so.
No, I said if Clemson only puts up 17 points.
Well, they'll still win the game if Georgia Tech doesn't score 17 points.
Well, I think that week one Clemson may look quite a bit different from week 7 or 8 Clemson. So,
I hope so. I think they will too.
The other thing, I don't know if y'all saw it, is the NFL has, I just caught on to this somehow, but they release each year the players vote on the top 100 players in the NFL regardless of position, and then sort of NFL Films releases it. I think they're down to the top 20, but it's been a pretty good watch so far.
The best players list thing?
Yes.
Yeah, they do that every year.
Yeah. It's I always enjoy watching.
I know Dolphins
Brian
fans
Burns
are a little
got on.
mad because Mac Jones made the list, but Tua didn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, Mac Jones is better than Tua, isn't he? So.
So I heard something happened with Mac Jones in a preseason game. You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't heard it.
He got into some sort of confrontation with somebody or something. Maybe it might have been another player from another team. He called him some names or something, and I think there was like a fight. Let me look this up.
Mr. Referee, Mac Jones is being mean to me.
Josh Allen got into a fight, a couple of fights. I don't know if that's what you're thinking of, but
no, Mac Jones.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe Mac Jones called Josh Allen a honky.
Yeah. No, Josh Allen got into a fight with some guys on his own team, like one of those sort of fighting for a roster spot defenders. Got up in Josh Allen's face, and it's like, hey, buddy, like, listen, you want to punch out our franchise quarterback? Go ahead, but I don't think you're going to last long.
Oh, I know what happened. So it was the Panthers and the Patriots were doing like one of those joint practices, you know?
Heard about that.
And I guess they were trash talking to each other, and he took it a little too far, and there was a fight that happened or something. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, there was a little, what do you call it? A kerfluffle.
Yeah, kerfluffle.
Seems like a good word for. Well, there was one of those that, it could be construed as such, because Tampa and Miami had one of those joint practices, and Leonard Fournette made their defense look foolish, and they got a little upset about it.
Okay, here you go. Here's the story here. A massive brawl broke out in the Patriots-Panthers joint practice. Here's what happened. Okay, here's what happened then. Tension was high almost immediately when Carolina Panthers and the Patriots players began practice on Tuesday. Panthers defensive players practiced with a chip on their shoulder and didn't shy away from contact with Patriot receivers. I just want to see what... All right. Problems started during fall team drills when in the second period, Christian Wilkerson caught a pass from Mac Jones. When the whistle blew, however, the multiple defensive backs refused to let go of Wilkerson's jersey, and the receiver could be seen talking to both Panthers. In the next period that continued, Wilkerson caught a pass from Jones near the left sideline. As he went out of bounds, a defensive player held onto his jersey. Wilkerson clearly talking to the player, and he was shoved by an unidentified Panthers assistant coach. Oh, come on. As the receiver turned, he was grabbed by multiple Panther players and was on the receiving end of multiple punches. Here's a quote from Patriots running back Damian Harris. It's all competition, but you can't fight in a game. You can do it in practice as competitive as it is. We've got to play within the rules, but be disciplined, and we've got to get out there and do our jobs. Fighting isn't a part of our job. We can't do it at a game. We can't do it in practice.
Right. Josh Norman would disagree.
Didn't he just say you can do it at practice but not in the game?
No, he said you can't do it in either one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Give it 5 minutes, and all of a sudden some unnamed source will say that Bill Belichick was in the receiver's ear saying that the Panthers secondary was talking about his mama or something. It'll all be Bill Belichick's fault.
No. See, the original headline that I saw was that Mac Jones was yelling at one of the defensive players, and that started the fight. But apparently, that's not true. So I don't know. Clickbait,
well,
I guess.
If you go back to the search page, apparently there's a transcript, because this is what we really need in the world today: a transcript of a
practice
session in the NFL.
Well, you know, when Tyrann Mathieu got that taunting penalty against Brady in the Super Bowl, there were people clamoring for him because they were both mic'd up for him to release what was said.
I mean, it does help whenever you have, especially when you have some players making accusations about what the other player said, and then it's kind of your word against theirs. So it helps to have a transcript or some sort of recording of it to prove whether you said the word you weren't supposed to say or not. We all know what that word is.
Oh, your word against
yes, it's either okay for everybody to say it or it's okay for nobody to say
Yeah,
it.
well,
I don't care who has a different opinion.
well,
Well, all right.
that's fine, except that's an opinion that a lot of people don't share. So,
Yeah, I don't,
care about that
We don't have to go there.
I mean, usually we saw the who was it that got fired? The Vikings coach? No.
It was an Oklahoma.
No, it was an Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma coach. Yeah.
Reading what somebody wrote down, which is the biggest pile of horse shit I've ever seen in my life. They were looking for an excuse to fire him.
Just don't.
Well, I covered this and I said, what he did. I don't believe for a minute that he was trying to be malicious or be that way, but he still should be smart enough to know that you just. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's just like you just got to know.
I think people
need to take their fucking tampons out and get over themselves for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. I don't believe he should be fired. But just don't. Just don't.
Yeah.
Just don't. It's not that hard not to say the N-word. Just don't.
Well, it's really easy not to throw racial slurs at white people too, but that's okay by society standards.
Oh, no, I don't.
I just return in kind.
I don't think anybody's arguing that. I mean, I'm definitely not arguing that. I think it's.
Well, you know, the internet, a lot of people argue.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, look, man, yeah, I know.
Right.
You know, I mean, I've literally had somebody tell me in my face, black people can't be racist. And when my front door got kicked in and I got 5 of them stomping on my head, hollering "fuck you, cracker," I beg to differ.
Yeah, well.
I'm with you. Although I would argue that cracker is not. That doesn't really. It's not. It doesn't hurt you, but at the same time, it doesn't. I agree with you. The idea that Group X can't be racist toward Group Y is a stupid.
And that's why I'll go back to a kindergarten adage that solves all of it. Sticks and stones, sir. Sticks and stones.
I mean,
if your world ends over a mean word, that's a you problem.
I think it's a little bit more complex than that. Although, in principle, I do agree.
It really isn't.
Barely wants to know, can't we all just get along? Oh, no.
No,
sir.
No.
How dare you insinuate such a thing?
Well. Oh, Mr. Duggar said he's definitely not jumping out of an airplane.
I'm over the weight limit. I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about it.
We'll find somebody. We only need one more. He said, right? We'll find somebody. We have between now and March to find one.
We'll be down to 225 by March.
Yeah. Yeah. See. And you're going to be in town too, aren't you? Because I don't know what day we're doing. We're either going to do it on Wednesday or Thursday. So the 3rd is Friday, right? So we're going to either do it on the 1st or 2nd. And you'll be here then, won't you?
I don't know. I mean, I've only booked the hotel for the weekend so far.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Because in their wisdom, they moved spring break to the end of the month, so that kind of screws up what I had planned.
Right.
Well, Jay's asking about prices. What Colby said was if we could get a 5th person, it's going to come out to around $190 or $200 per person, something like that. So there's your answer. Yeah. And you have between now and March to save up for it. Look, I get it. I mean, just coming to Charleston for the Slob Olympics is already already cost a good bit of money. So, I mean, the majority of us aren't rich. I know that much. You're not paying
So
$200.
spending money to jump out of an airplane seems like a questionable investment. Yeah, maybe.
It's not an investment at all.
It isn't? I'd argue it is.
Well, it's an investment in an enjoyable experience. Terrifying, but enjoyable.
Indeed.
Yes.
Everything is an investment of some sort.
At the very worst, look at it like this. if everything fails and you don't make it, think of the money you'll save on a funeral.
Exactly.
That's right, because you did the Groupon for the skydiving.
Well, I'm not sure how much there's going to be left to bury if you go kersplat into the ground at terminal velocity.
There you go.
I bet you if I post a skydiving video to YouTube, it'll get a shitload of traction because all of them do.
Right?
You get a lot of views.
One of y'all has got to live stream during it.
I don't know if that's possible. You mean like from our phone?
Yeah.
I guess I could try.
Do it like a motherfucker.
I mean, I don't know how good the service is going to be at 10,000 feet and I'm falling 120 miles an hour. I mean, but...
I mean, clearly it's been done, so...
I mean, I don't fly anywhere, so I don't know what kind of cell reception you get at 10, 20,000 feet.
I don't think it's very good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to fly. That actually brings up a good question. I am not allowed to fly, so how would that work?
Well, you don't... You don't have to go through...
Was there an incident?
He's on the no-fly list.
No. I got put on the no-fly list and just never took myself off.
Yeah.
Why did you get put on the no-fly list?
The hell, I don't know. Why did Ted Kennedy get put on it? Who knows?
No,
Well, Ted Kennedy got put on it because he drowned a whore.
A whore.
I mean, it is just a fact that a lot of people, just for no reason whatsoever, got stuck on it by accident. And I'm sure that's what it is.
Really?
I still have a feeling it's because of all the guns you've purchased.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me. I've also had the ATF show up at my front door.
Yeah,
so.
see? That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Now
that seems like a plausible. Yeah.
I'll freely admit I knew it was going to happen, and I did it on purpose just to fuck with them. But because they have this thing now, if you buy more than one gun at a time, the ATF's going to show up at your house.
Really?
Oh, yes.
What's that all about?
And fuck if I know.
Wow. So you bought two guns at the same time, knowing that they would come show up at your house.
Yep.
And so what do they do? Just say, I mean, did they like what do they do when they show up?
They asked to see them.
Okay, what's that gonna do?
And you show them to them?
No, I asked to see a search warrant.
Yeah. See, that's what he was doing. He's trying to mess with them.
Yeah. So that's.
Oh, I freely admit I did it to fuck with them because I knew I had heard about it happening. So it seemed like a good excuse to go buy me and my wife another one. Which, I mean, I've done plenty of times before. So, I mean, I say I did it on purpose. I've done it 10 times before. I went in to buy something for my wife, and, ooh, I want that too.
All right.
Yeah, that's actually pretty common, I think. For gun owners, anyway. They'll buy one for them and one for their wife or something at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
as a matter of fact, I bought two for the kids at one time.
Yeah, you get a family discount for buying the kids' guns, too?
No, but it...
Maybe that's why you're on the no-fly list. That's probably why.
No, I bought... They don't have them. I haven't even started teaching them yet, but
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
went ahead and bought them.
Right.
And just a little Cricket 22. I mean, they're single shot. You can only load one round into it. It's about the safest gun you can use to teach kids how to use a gun.
Yeah, because they can't accidentally shoot more than one round, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I bought him and her both one.
His and hers. Are they blue and pink?
Black and pink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. God bless you, man. I'll just never get it, but you know what? It's all good, man. Do your thing.
Yeah. It's I've got one. I'm thinking about. I'm probably gonna get another one. Mrs. Peete wants one. She's got she has her concealed weapons or concealed carry permit because she's an attorney, and so one of the things you can do, like, because you have to get so many like accredited hours of education to keep your law license every so many years or whatever it is. So one of the things you can do is get your concealed carry permit and, go take the class. And that's actually one of the things you can get legal credits for some reason. So she did it. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yep. I don't know what that's about, but.
Yeah, I mean, both me and my wife have Auras.
But I'd rather her carry one with her when she's not with me. You just never know.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, my wife works for the district attorney's office. They've had somebody come to the office with a gun.
Yeah. I'm just more worried about her getting attacked by somebody, like a parking garage or something,
Right.
You just never know.
I worry about the same thing, and my wife's fully capable of taking care of herself.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said it before. She is a legit third-degree black belt and goes through karate, but, Samuel Colt said it best. God made all men. I made them equal.
The only really reservation I have about it is if she has her own gun, that increases her chances of shooting me, which that's...
Okay.
I don't need those problems.
Okay. This is a wild conversation. Go ahead, keep going, guys.
Well, you know what? It's actually 1 o'clock.
Out of your mind.
Yeah. It's 1 o'clock, so I'm actually going to go anyway, but... Oh, man.
Good night. All right.
Yeah.
I'm worried about many things out of my wife. Her shooting me isn't one of them.
No, I'm just kidding. She would never shoot me.
I know.
She would never shoot me on purpose.
Or at least it wouldn't look like it was on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping in. Of course, another great show.
Cheers, guys.
Yes, sir.
A pleasure as always.
All right, gentlemen. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.
Have a good day.
Yes, sir. You too. Well, we did it, folks. Another successful midday show in the books. Thanks for everyone that came through. Just like every other midday show, it was a little bit of everything. Let me see something real quick before I go. Somebody sent me a message. All right, never mind. All right, guys. So I'll be back tonight at 10 p.m. for the Lunch Money Show, of course, over on Uncle Lou's channel. Have a good day. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, which is basically nothing and everything all at the same time. All right? See y'all in a few hours.